Alright everyone, just kind of a talking head piece. I wanted to actually put on camera some of the unboxing. This wheelie bar I've already opened. I've had several people ask me about the quality of the carbon, the shocks, and the transmission. So today I just want to open a couple of pieces of carbon. I have the other chassis that I'm working on, and I want to try to just get it to show through the light. And if I get up here to the camera, if you look, you can see where the edges of it are shiny. This is on the wheelie bar piece. Both sides are the same. The ends look like that. All of it. So I was just trying to show some of that. A little bit of close up. Let's go ahead and look at some of the other components that are in that wheelie bar there, just so we can talk about a little bit of quality. Like I said, everything is individually wrapped. These are aluminum turnbuckles, appears to be a steel shaft, bushings, nuts, whatnot. Actually, that might be plastic with a metal insert in it. The big wheel that always comes on them, it's a hard rubber. Bearings are in there with it. So, aluminum parts. And that's just the wheelie bar. So let's set that aside. And let's open the chassis plate. So you can see this chassis plate's sealed. Hasn't been out. Nothing has been done to it. And let's see what it looks like. So once again, the same effect. Now, I will still spend some time. You can see, if you look there, let's see if I can get it really in the light and reflecting. You can see the machine work there. Alright, it's a pocket that's milled into it. But there's no burrs, no edges. Nothing that you can feel whatsoever. Let's see if I can get the light to show. But the edges of it have that same shine. If I can get that to, I don't know how well it's going to show up on camera. You can kind of see it down here by this finger. Whatever, pretty hard to see on camera. So I just kind of wanted to show those. Throw some more paper and stuff off to the side. And this is a brand new set of shocks unbuilt. So I have a little bin to be able to throw stuff into, as we do. Bushings and inserts. It's your whole O-ring set, the bellows that go on the top. It's a 2-hole medium piston. All four. Alright. Now let's go ahead. Wish I had a white tub or something. It's alright. So here are the aluminum machined bodies. They're very tiny. The shafts, I mean, this is quite small in comparison to other shocks that I've ran on my other cars. I'm kind of excited to see how they do. It's a different car, it's a different setup. Let's see. Threads for the caps, that's what I'm looking for. Hard to complain about that. Spins nice and free. I don't know how well that's going to show up on camera. No issues there at all. So, good to go. Everything's looking pretty dang nice with all that. So, with that being said, put all of them parts back over here into this bin. We'll get to building on that set later. But I don't want to leave all this stuff out because it's going to be pretty easy to lose. And I'm very good at losing stuff. So we'll set that tray over there. Let's have a look at a little bit more carbon. And honestly, guys, I don't think it's fair to think that anybody's going to want to sit and watch me build a whole car and listen to me ramble for that long. So we're just keeping it simple, looking at some of the pieces, and maybe I'll let it record and do a time lapse and do a couple of discussions on whenever I see problems. Now this piece here doesn't have quite that sheen on the edges. It has some. It's not quite as glossy. Ooh. I guess you can see it better if I hold it down here. You can see the big difference in the gloss. That would be a front shock tower, A-arms and stuff. Looks like kingpins, steering shafts, pillows, aluminum C-mounts, and probably we'll just do the transmission in a different video because I want to spend a couple of minutes and talk about that. So for now, let's start building, and maybe I will put together the front of the car, and we'll see. Talk to you soon.